Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow. First. Patient. The hook.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Third and long for Cousins. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If he said, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back. One more time. Let's see that again. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard!
Now Barner. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now with Barner. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Rosen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, here's Rosen. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect him.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Barner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And his kick is good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Bingo.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Cousins on 3rd and 2. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
First. Yellow.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. 2nd down, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Cousins forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And calls Dawson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, Rosen. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. Right side.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And an alley to run. Big hold to the 30. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a run for Barner. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the 2nd half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Cousins from the gun on third. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bring up 48.
Cousins now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's when he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This is Logan. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll run. It's far. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Play action here with Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 50 yards. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And some room to work. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. Room to run past midfield. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do it.
Touchdown, Cardinals! J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, Oscar!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to rifle one. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play action now. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got Fitzgerald. And the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cook now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Able to slither by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
14 yards that time for number 14. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now out comes Minnesota. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without any